Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Back on the lead path, and today we're doing Swamp Thang. Let's go. As you can see, not terribly happy with that performance, and it's back to taking me a long time to get these songs decent enough to progress on that lead path. So I took a lot of notes while I was practicing the song this last week. And first of all, I apologize for the light here. It's gonna get dark, it's gonna get light. I don't have any special lights for the video, and it's whatever the sun's doing out there in the window. In the clouds come and go, and so I get dark, I get light. So it's California. Generally there's no clouds, and so it stays consistent, but today it's another story. So I'm enjoying the variation in the cloud pattern today, but maybe not so good for the video. Anyway, like I said, a lot of notes while I was learning this one, and first one I wrote down was accuracy. You can see that one still needs a lot of work. Accuracy is missing. MIA, missing in action. So we got to work on that one. And this song I learned a little bit different than all the other ones. You know, in my comments I've been suggesting trying to boost the speed sometimes of the video or the lesson beyond what you could comfortably do. And so you get through it making a lot of mistakes. And then when you slow it down, those previous speeds that you thought were fast actually seem slow. So it's kind of plays a mental trick on you to slow things down in your brain, and that was working fine. In this particular song, it took me a long time to get it even in the fingers, you know, so I had to just sit there at like 50-60% for, you know, half an hour before my muscle memory started working a little bit, and then I could gradually bump those speeds up. So this one's definitely been much more challenging. The other one on this one is overplaying, and what I mean by that is if you, it's the economy of motion, right? So if you swing your pick a little bit too much, or you swing your fingers, or you move your hand a little bit more than you need to, you get lost in the song. There's no space. You know, in the beginning songs, you have a little phrase, there's a break. You regroup, you look where you are on the fretboard, you play the next phrase. You regroup, you look. In the intermediate songs here, there's no room to look, there's no room to regroup. You got to keep going. You can't make a mistake, because you make one and it snowballs. So that's actually my other note, right? Continuous notes leave no room for error, as errors just compound. So yeah, you have to keep moving, and the way the muscle memory works, right? It remembers one note and then what happens next. And so if you get that one note wrong, then the next thing gets wrong too, and it becomes a snowball. Very challenging from that perspective when there's no breaks. The other thing here is playing without looking. I think you'll notice in the video, if you rewind, I start making mistakes when I glance down to see what I'm doing. And I was practicing the whole time, just fighting myself from looking down at the fretboard, just to try to move my hand. Remember where there's a lot of movement in the song too, hand positions, you know, goes all the way from, you know, the 5th fret all the way out here to the 9th. So there's a lot of movement around, and try to do those and memorize where the hand is. in each position is quite difficult, but you have to try to force yourself because there's no time to look. You look, and again, you then miss what's playing on the Yousician, and if you don't remember it, which I don't, I have very bad memory, I need that guide scrolling the whole time, otherwise I get lost. So you look up, you look up, you look up, and you get dizzy. So I can't do that. I need to just stay focused on what the Yousician's scrolling for me, and then do my best to just keep playing without looking. This has been the challenge too this whole week is try to remember how much exactly do you move your hand to get into the next position, to get to the next set of notes. And then finally the hammer-ons. I think I've seen that a lot in my comments. A lot of you guys are also, that's an area that's a challenge for a lot of us, where this one has a triple one, right? It's not just one, it's a triple. It's one note and two hammer-ons. And so combined with those double stops, there's a lot to think about there. And when you think it doesn't work, you should just flow. And so you start thinking about, okay, did I place all my fingers in order? And as soon as you start doing that, you fall off the rhythm and you start making mistakes. So yeah, a lot of notes on this one. This is in the lead on my way to level 8, right? So I'm in lead 7. Here, let me bring Yousician in here. In this double stops path. So I watched the video, I did the little trainer, I did this first song called Set Me Free, and then I'm doing this Swamp Thang lead song. And yeah, this one's taken me a full week to try to get to this level. I played a million times, and it's not consistent. I make mistakes all over in each different segment at varying times. So it is what it is. Relative to my level, not that great. I'm in 200th. It's still top 5% supposedly, but 200th place, it's lower than what I like to be. A global obviously is even worse than that. There's almost 1,000 people that play this better. Maybe that's not that surprising. Friend-wise, I'm in 3rd place, so not too bad. Just says I need more friends on Yousician. So add me on Yousician, I'll add you back. And I'm looking forward to competing on you. Adds a little bit more fun to all this stuff too. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Still have hybrid picking to go. And then we'll be wrapped up with double stops. After double stops, let's see, picking skills. And then I get to try to be a level 8 in lead to match the level 8 of rhythm. And that's where I'm at my 457 hours, getting close to that 500 hour mark. And it's hard to say whether I'm happy or disappointed with the progress. I'm not sure. I don't know what to expect. I know where I'm playing right now, I never thought I'd even get to this level. Regardless of how much time I would put into the guitar, I just didn't think I had it in me. So, I think those of you that are more naturally gifted and start earlier, this would be extremely slow progress for you. But for me, it's also slow progress, but at the same time, I'm playing better than I ever thought would be even possible for me. So that keeps me going. All right, guys, appreciate you sticking with me. I'll see you next time. Be well.